usually you like. Welcome back to the channel. I am Rob, and we are doing the Werewolves movie draft today. Peter's back. Adsey's back. What's going on, guys?
Good.
Not much. Not much, mate.
Just transforming over here.
Yeah.
The big bad wolf. Werewolves. This was a hard one, boys. This was a hard one. This is going to be a hard draft. But before we start and before we spin the wheel to make a deal, we've got to say g'day to Grandpa. He's the judge, boys. Got to say g'day to Grandpa. Grandpa, g'day.
Big sharp teeth, dirty breath, nasty nails, hairy body, and scares the fuck out of you. And that's just my wife. Now let's talk about werewolves.
That's a bit.
So that's a big plot reveal. We now know he's married.
yeah, it's a grandma, of course.
Where do we see
Did you know Rob was married?
It's grandma. There's grandma. So, fellas, the rules are in this: spin the wheel. Now, no more zombie race. We're spinning the wheel to make a deal.
Rob, Adam's gone.
Who can pick the best box set? Viewers, you'll vote in the community section. Let's just get this cranked because Adsey's losing it again. Let's add to the stage the Wheel of Death. Let's see who gets first pick, fellas.
That's
Here
a
we go.
Laserdisc.
Jeez.
It's just DVD. I can only afford DVDs. Oh, Pete's going first. Is it?
Come on.
All right. Pete's first.
Yeah, boy.
Now, this is the one you don't want to win, Adsey. This is to see who goes in the middle. Keep going. Shit.
Go, Robbo.
Yeah,
That's it.
yes. Hey.
Well, we know it's not rigged for once tonight, boys and girls.
And there is my first time of being the dirty middleman.
How good is that?
Oh, this is a hard one.
Pete gets first pick again. Pete gets
Okay.
first pick again. It's on you, man.
This is hard, man. Everyone wants to go last, but you know what? I love werewolves, but you know what I love more than werewolves? It's not vampires, it's werewolves. Because even though predominantly it's a vampire film, What We Do in the Shadows has werewolves in it.
Yes, sir.
And they are easily one of my favourite werewolves in cinema history. If you don't know what this is, What We Do in the Shadows was released back in 2014. This is actually a beautiful Mad Men release, which has a red Blu-ray case and some art cards. But it's a documentary or mockumentary about vampires. And while they're clubbing and partying at night, trying to hook up with them chicks, they bump into the werewolf pack. They're so funny. I won't say much more than that, but the werewolves in this movie are really sort of like juvenile, childish teenagers bickering about things, you know, very boyish kind of humor, but it has me in stitches. The whole movie is actually a 5 out of 5 for me, but there is werewolves in it, so sorry boys, a bit sneaky, hey, but you know what we do.
No, it's on my list.
In theory, is a werewolf film and a vampire film, so that's my first pick, going off strong.
Good pick. Man. Good pick. Funny ass movie as well, and good TV show.
Quotable as hell. You will drive your partner up the wall once you watch it. It's a must watch. Like it's
we're werewolves, not werewolves.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you just eat a chip? Don't eat chips.
Yeah. It's just so well done. But how werewolves are portrayed in that film, you know, very different to anything we've ever seen, and just funny as hell. Like honestly, go get it.
And the big thing they do, spoiler alert, is they save old mate, the guy with the computer guy who helps him out. The werewolves save him and bring him back. I love it. And they have that whole reenactment at the end. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's just a simple premise, but gee, it's done so well. And it's just...
And they're all naked?
Yes.
Yeah. That's wicked.
Get on it.
Yeah.
Well, Adsey, I'm going to choose yours because I know you would have had this first, so sucker. Maybe not.
I'm going to choose yours.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to hold a movie in my hand. I'm going to hold a movie in my hand, and I reckon it's what you're going to pick, Rob. So let's see if I'm right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
An American Werewolf in London. This
Beautiful.
was a ripper. I've only got the slipcase DVD, 21st anniversary special edition.
Ripper.
Man, this is freaking awesome. This
Yeah.
is wicked. Backpackers getting mauled by when they get to, who was in it? Oh my god, I
David.
just had
Do you want me to do
memory
it?
blank. No, I was going to say in the bar. I just watched it again the other night. In the bar, when they go into that bar. There's someone sitting in the corner. Oh, it's Rick Morrell. Rick Morrell is his last name Morrell from Bottom, from the Young Ones.
Yep.
Drop Dead Fred. Drop Dead Fred. You'd probably
Yeah,
know him as.
Rick Mail. Rick
Mail, sorry.
Yeah.
As a pimple little teenager freaking sitting in the corner there, I was like, when I was watching it again, I was like, holy shit, there's Rick Mail. I was like, oh, holy crap. But this is great. When they go into that bar, everyone's like, let them go, let them get eaten. But man, all I can say in this movie, I don't bang on about it, but everyone needs to watch this, the transformation scene.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
And the third act is unpredictable as hell. Like you
Yes.
think, oh yeah, and you're just like, oh, they're going to go there, and you're kind of freaked out by that. I know when I first watched it, I just thought what it was going to be and where we're going to go, where we going to go. But it's full on, but it's very effective as well. So I love it.
No,
100%
love
well,
this.
It breaks your heart. You've got the action, you've got the thriller, you got the horror, you got the romance, you got the sexy stuff. You know, it's got the lot. It's that film that really, God damn it, Rob. Like
when I personally think of werewolves, I think of this movie, and it's just one of those ones where, and when his mate gets attacked, when they're freaking walking through the field,
yes,
the werewolf is just like,
yeah. Oh,
the question is, will the sequel be on anyone's list tonight?
Maybe,
yeah,
if we want to talk about it,
it might have to be.
I'm sure Rob's got that on DVD ready to go too.
Yeah.
You know,
Adsey, what do you got, man?
Cinemas? I saw that at the cinemas. The sequel, Paris, and I thought it was the greatest film of all time back then. And then I grew up. So I've got to do this to Rob. Well, he's going to kill me, but it is the second best werewolf film of all time. Ginger Snaps. And for me, it's just so original and like an original take on it. And the two girls in it are fantastic. You got, I think it's Catherine Isabel and the other girl. And they're just, it's just one of those films where you're watching it thinking, how's no one thought of this before, and just Catherine Isabel in particular, she is so cool when she starts getting the symptoms, and they made, I'm not going to say anything because some the boys might pick them, but there might be a couple more of them that are good as well. But the original for me, it just struck a chord, and I was just like, bring it on for some more. And the fact that the girls are using a certain thing that happens to girls. I don't want to go into it, but I think most girls and boys will know what I'm talking about. But fantastic film. Vivision have done it. I've got the release over there, but if I stand up, I'm wearing my boxes. Sorry, and they're bright blue as well. So wicked film, wicked stuff. Yeah, and
good call,
thanks, boy.
Good choice.
Next, thanks, mate. And next, shit. I've got to go the other 80s classic, The Howling. For me, I think this is, got this here on physical. For me, this is the effects in this one as well. And just the story, and you got Dee Wallace, the mum from E.T. again. And the story of her she gets SA'd, and you kind of know what I'm talking about, I think. Something assaulted, and at the beginning of the film, and she goes to like this weird ranch where a lot of people have been, and then everyone turns into werewolves, and it's fun. It turns from like a really dark sort of thriller into like this comedic werewolf film, and the practical effects are wicked, and I think they're from Rick Baker. Rick Baker or Stan Winston, but one of the two goats. And it's so much fun. I always have a ball with it. It's 90 minutes. It goes straight, cuts to the chase, and Dee Wallace is amazing, and you got some nice sexy stuff in it, and cool film, very 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 cool, and I like it a lot. So very rewatchable.
Good double.
I heard like the fucking 4th, 5th, and 6th one are horrible. I've never seen the 2nd and 3rd one, but
they're not the greatest.
I didn't think so. They're full moon movies, aren't
they? And the second one's got Sybil Danning though, which for me is always a plus.
But Dee Wallace always plays everything so good. Like, I love Dee Wallace.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Especially in Critters. I love Critters. Fellas, I'm going with something from 1985.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Teen Wolf, boys.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf 1.
I didn't have it.
Teen Wolf 1.
We all had it. I'm sure.
Love this movie. Now, I am going to do a review on this in the next couple of days on this channel. So I won't get full on into this, but this starts off. You would think, even when you watch it again, just the score at the start makes it sound like it's a horror movie.
Mm.
And then, of course, it starts off and he's playing with the beavers in the gym and all that. And but then there's that music at the start. But then his transformation, and then just him in the bottle shop when he's like, "I said, give me a keg of beer," and he's like, and you think this is going into horror a little bit. And then his transformation even looks pretty good. Not his transformation in the basketball during the basketball game. Everyone jumped on the ball when he's underneath the pack, and then he goes.
Yes.
That is legit crazy. I love it. Yeah.
And I love when he sees his dad for the first time too, which almost he looks like a chipmunk almost when you first see him. Like he's just the prosthetics and everything. That to me is always hilarious when his dad's just standing there like a werewolf. Like cracks me up as well. So funny.
It's a banger of a movie. I analysed it a little bit, and if you watch my review in a few days, I'll get into it. But it's a movie about fucking before he had hair, and then he turns into wolf, and now he's got hair. It's a puberty movie.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, 100%. 100% peer
really
pressure and everything that goes with it. 100%.
Yeah, I like the hot chick, but the nerd chick likes me, and now I'm cool. So the nerd chick hates me, but now I'm cool. The hot chick likes me, and the tough bully wants to beat me up.
Yeah, and being the cool kid in school.
It's a drama, people. It's a drama.
It's like that film, some kind of wonderful, except with werewolves.
Yes.
That's what we picked, fellas. Got that for 50 cents as well. See a little price tag there. Price tag, 50 cents.
Bargain.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Well, if I'm up next, this is my double now. You guys are in trouble.
You got
Watch
two.
out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring a bit of thunder. I got a DVD here in my lap. How has no one picked this movie yet? There are people at home asking for this movie. And I got to admit, it's a film that everyone has been bloody talking about for a very long time. And because of this segment, I only watched it the other night. And it is easily one of my favorites. And I can't believe no one's picked it. But boys, right? Dog Soldiers. This is awesome.
Rob, that was the one. Rob, that's the one.
That's the one. This is the one I thought you were going to call out. I had it sit on my lap.
Yeah, I was going to, but I thought you might steal Teen Wolf off me, so I had to have Teen Wolf in me.
No, you can have Teen Wolf. I'm taking this one, brother.
Pete, I said to Rob, sorry, mate, I said to Rob beforehand, I said I just watched one that I haven't seen for ages.
Yeah.
And I watched it the other night, and it was Dog Soldiers,
Yeah.
So much fun. Like, for me personally, one of my all-time favorite films is Predator. I have fond memories of that, watching that as a teenager for the first time. But this movie sort of took me back to that boyish feeling that I had with Predator. You know, a group of soldiers going into the woods. They've got a mission. The mission's changed. What's it changed to? Oh, you know, we're hunting a new threat. Talking about practical effects tonight, we probably will with a few films, but I thought the practical effects of this one were pretty good, and the gore is insane, and even just the level of damage that occurs in this film. I know we talk about blood and guts and arms getting ripped off, but you know, we're talking like explosions, and there's a scene where a dude just shoots through the floor and just falls through it. Like, I mean, these little details, you just can't help but to go, right on, this is bloody awesome. And I loved how the film ended and how it concluded. You know, it's very rare that a lot of werewolves films do end with a bang. This one most certainly does. And you're kind of sad when it's over because you're left on a high still, like you've just been on a roller coaster. Really loved it. It's very playful. There's some really great gags and one-liners through it. So, sadly, it's a DVD, but there is a 4K out there thanks to Second Sight. Not available in Australia, but yes, Dog Soldiers. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, for my second pick.
Beauty.
Now, this one I'm curious to know if you've seen this one. I really like it. I shouldn't, but I really do. It was released in 2014, and it's very grindhousey, very cheap, and I've got a steelbook of it that I ordered from the UK, and it's called WolfCop.
I have seen it. It's great.
Hey! Now we're talking.
Heaps of fun, mate.
What a film. Like I said, it's a little trashy, but I really just love its concept. You know, a police officer or a sheriff stumbles on an evil ritual, and unfortunately he falls to the consequences of it, transforming him into a werewolf. Similar to Teen Wolf, he's now a policeman as a werewolf. There's a lot of violence. Yes. There's a lot of sexual stuff in it. You know, this werewolf cop's, he's a drunk, and this werewolf thing is got nards. And it's just a lot of fun. Like, it feels very grindhousey. Like, it could have been made by Rodriguez or Tarantino. The soundtrack's not half bad either, I got to admit. So much so, Rob, this is for you now. I've actually got the vinyl as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
So,
the soundtrack is crackers.
This is a double LP, and there's two different colours. There's some splatter guts all over the vinyl as well. I've probably cranked it a couple of times.
Nice.
But I just really love WolfCop. I'm probably one of those people that love it a little bit more than what most people do. There is a sequel, but it was very limited in Australia. You can buy a Region B Blu-ray of WolfCop, but the sequel didn't really come out. It is available on Prime now, Amazon Prime. But I just think it's such a great concept of a cop who's a wolf running around hunting bad guys when he himself is somewhat evil, but, you know, evil turns into good, blah, blah, blah. You've kind of seen it all before, but really cool, man. Like, I love seeing this guy in a sheriff's suit running around doing his thing. I think WolfCop, man, 2014, so good.
Yeah.
Agree.
Oh, totally agree. Yeah.
That was...
Pete smashing it.
And this werewolf gets laid, man. Like, he gets laid, so it's insane.
That's the main thing.
Well, for you,
It's all I care about.
That's all I know.
The next one for me, I don't have a copy of it here. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, and I only get 7.2 on IMDb, but this is one of my favourite movies, and I could have picked it sooner, but I didn't want you guys to choose those other two before me in my box set. But I got the 1941, The Wolfman. I absolutely love this movie.
Yeah,
this is a cinema classic with the original Frankenstein as well. I love these two movies, but The Wolfman is just, it doesn't go for long either. It's not a long movie as well when you watch it, because you watch it and you go, oh, shit. Yeah, and you go, is this over already? There you go. And you go, fuck, this is over already. I was really getting into this. But don't mess with the gypsies in the end, is the moral of this story. He gets bitten by the wolf, and now he's the wolf. And there is a lot of dialogue in this movie, but guess what? It's about the story.
See the hands?
Boom! It's about the story. There's a lot about the story in this, and
yeah, you're right.
A lot of dialogue with the gypsies, trying to figure out what's going on, holding my hands behind my back as Pete's friggin' and
point it out.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant movie. It's not full on violent and all that. Like I said, it's telling a story. Now I can't hold my hands up. But what do you guys think of? What do you guys think of the original Wolfman?
Yeah, I think it's a masterpiece. I watched it in the Universal Monsters box set on 4K recently, or not recently, last year. And I think it's Lon Chaney is the Wolfman. He is fucking fantastic, and that performance in it is just it just melts you because and he's so big in it. Like he's a big bloke, but the way they filmed it as well, he's very like, and also some of the emotional stuff that he hides. You know, it's one of those performances where you just sit there in the 40s and go, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
this is why I love movies. This sort of film, you know, where you end the story with the gypsies, and it just really and the ending breaks your heart. You know, it's just it's
good though. His name was Claude Rains, the guy that played Wolfman.
Yeah, Lon Chaney, is he in it? I'm pretty sure he's in it as a different character. Or am I thinking of?
Oh,
bust out the Google machine.
Okay, so yes, he plays the Wolfman, and
I thought so. Yeah,
Claude Rains.
It's been years since I've seen it.
Wolfman. I knew he'd played the Wolfman, so I just wanted to quickly.
He's a big, and he's a big boy, eh?
Yeah. Oh, he's massive. Yeah. But he's so charismatic when he's not the Wolfman, but when he's the Wolfman, he's fucking scary, you know. So, but
it's been years since I've seen it. It's been years since I've seen it, but it was so revolutionary and creepy and scary. But you can't beat a black and white film, people. 4:3, you know, 4K set. Like it's just, it sets the mood. Watch it in the dark. Don't watch this stuff during the day. Fun fact as well, JB Hi-Fi got a clearance sale on here in Australia. You can actually buy the Universal 4K Monsters box set, which does have the Wolfman, Dracula, and whatever.
That's the one I got.
$50. It's like $50 now. You cannot buy a better box set right now for around $50. So
nice.
If you're collecting media like us lads, get on it. Yeah.
I've got the.
What are you talking about? I'm not collecting media.
No.
Where'd you get that from?
I've got the Blu-ray. With 7 movies in it of the Frankenstein set. 7 or 8 movies. It might be 8 movies. Anyway, it's got. I think the very last one on there is Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello. I haven't watched that one yet.
Nice.
But, I love that box set so far. I've been freaking smashing through them. So what's your? You got 2 in a row, Adsey?
I reckon I know what one of them are going to be. I'm ready.
Yeah, no, I got to go. This is a childhood classic. Actually, I'm going to go with Underworld with Kate Beckinsale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. For me, this is like a Matrix sort of film, except with werewolves and vampires, and and the way all the gunplay, and Kate Beckinsale's gorgeous, and she's badass in it, you know. And Bill Nighy as the King Heavy bad, and you've got a great cast. You got I think it's Martin. Is it what's his name? Mike Shannon, the guy who played Frost in Frost Nixon. Anyway, he's a great actor, and he's been in tons of stuff. He's a British actor, and he's in it. And just a really good story as well. And they've made like 5 of them. But it's fun, action packed. There's some groovy kills, and
few twists.
I mean, it's just I'm still trying to think of his name, but it's
gonna bother you.
Yeah. Oh, it does my head in when I can't do it. But great film and great visuals, great cinematography, and had a ball with it. So
it's so good.
That's definitely my 3. Yeah,
agree. You got another one in a row, man.
Ripper.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
I'm gonna go. Nah, I'm not doing that one. I'm gonna try not to do that one. I'm gonna go with Trick or Treat.
Yay! Good one. Yep.
Because it's an anthology film. There's 3 different stories in it, but one of them is an absolute bull terror
Yep.
werewolf story with Anna Paquin, and it's just wicked. The whole film is
Yeah.
wicked, but this story in particular in the middle, and they all connect as well. So all the stories connect because typical anthology film. And it's so much. You watch it on Halloween. This film, you have to watch it on Halloween. It's
You haven't seen it, Rob? You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen this.
Oh, you got to check it out, Rob.
It's a lot of fun, man, and there's just so many different stories. Like, you know, Adsey just said, they do intertwine, but you can't work out what's going on. Some stories you're like, oh, we're doing this, and then a complete 360. There's blood and guts everywhere, and there's something twisty. Like there's just so many surprising elements about this film, and obviously it's an anthology, so there's multiple stories that'll just leave you, gee, what am I in for next? What the hell? Like, you know, you're always, you know, you don't know what you're going into over and over again. It's a really nice feeling to have, and you will want to rewatch it as well. So it's a very good pick, man.
Yeah, I mean, it just. Yeah, the time flies as well. It's very short. It's like an hour and a half, and but yeah, my favorite segment is the werewolf one, and you just watch it if you love Halloween films. Is all I'll say.
Yes.
Not Michael Myers films, but Halloween in general. If you love that holiday, watch this film.
That segment you're referring to, I do agree with you. It does stay with you, and it is truly the best segment out of the lot, easily. Well, so as soon as you said it, I was like, I know exactly where you're going.
Well, all I'll say with that is that it's just about a girl who's just trying to fit in with a group, you know, and and she's out on the town with the ladies, you know, having a good time, and going dress shopping and stuff like that. That's what it's about. There's no horror at all involved.
That's right.
All I'm going to say.
Innocent as. Yep. Innocent.
I'm watching this one. I'm going to watch this one.
This is review worthy of Rob at Blood Popcorn. That's how good I think it could be for you. So I'd love to hear a review on that.
I'm giving it a crack. Yeah. Well,
challenge accepted.
Here is one that I don't know if his boys will have on your list or not. This is from 1985. Another one from 1985. So it's Teen Wolf. I'm going with Corey Haim film. I'm going with The Silver Bullet.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen King movie. I do not own this one, unfortunately, but his uncle makes him a nice fast silver. Yeah. He's a drunk. Oh, nice.
Nice, mate.
Thanks, Umbrella.
Piece of work. Nice. This is bloody good. This is a cool. This is a cool werewolf movie where it's not full on. It's not full on horror. It's about the story, and Stephen King really does tell the story in this, and it's really about this young kid. It's really about this young kid who can't really walk, and he's in a wheelchair, and he gets the silver bullet made. He faces all his fears and messes this werewolf up, and the uncle, man.
He's great.
He is great.
Let's go Busey. What do you want?
Yeah, go Busey. It's an uncle that you want. He was great. Yes. This is just a real good story. I don't want to spoil everything, but I had a ball watching this again. And when I was going through and watching what werewolf movies are the best and all that, and I was like, Silver Bullet? I remember seeing this when I was younger. Let's have a crack at this. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot that it was even a freaking werewolf movie. And it's just the werewolves even look good in it too. It's not one of those TV budget Stephen King movies. It actually had a little bit of dosh behind it, I reckon.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. Fun is the best word.
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
It needs a re-release in Australia, man. Some of these movies we're talking about tonight, they're just not available. It would be great to see that get re-released and a bit of loving on 4K.
100%.
The King lives on, man. So,
but the kills in it were good too. Don't get me wrong; it's not just a kids' movie or a family movie. The kills in it were actually pretty decent. The kills were actually pretty decent.
Like
what's
the
rating
up there as well? I was going to say the rating was actually up there for memory.
I think it's in the sixes.
Because I always thought, because of Corey Haim in it, and he's playing as a kid, you know what I mean? I thought,
kids' film, ladies and gentlemen. This is rated R.
Oh,
Oh, rated
oh shit!
in the sixes.
Yeah, no, not rankings. No, not rankings. Not
Restricted to
rankings.
18. Oh, I thought you meant rating, like the
I'll
ratings
give it
of
a
the film.
7. What does it get on IMDb? IMDb gives it
I reckon
6.4.
I'm looking for it. I'm
Yeah,
like, I can't
yeah,
pull a
yeah.
rating over here.
I knew it was in the
talented, but come
6s.
on, mate. I was going to
I
hold up my
got
sign,
awkward,
7.2.
But yeah, I like that movie, so I'm going with that one. I like Silver Bullets.
Nice, mate.
Very
Good choice.
Oh, 2 for me. Adsey, how the
Good.
hell did you not pick this movie, man? This is your movie, bro. I stalk you on Letterboxd sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5. I know where
You
you're going.
did. You know what's coming, boy. You're smelling it
Yeah.
like a wolf yourself. Wolf. Come on.
Ah.
Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer. Wolf. I'm going to be honest. This is another film that I've had on my shelf catching dust and cobwebs for many years now. And again, because of this segment, I'm like, well, I'd love to sit down and check this out. I actually really enjoyed it. And I don't know you, but I got Wolverine vibes from, old Jack running around, leaping around with his hands everywhere. So for those of you playing at home, if you haven't seen Wolf, for the 90s, this is really good. Very good thriller. It's literally about a man who's driving in the snow and he bumps into a wolf, and silly him, he checks on the wolf and the wolf takes a little bite out of him, and Jack Nicholson gets wild, man. He starts, doing all sorts. His hearing is increased, his sense of hearing and smell. He's just noticing all these weird things. He goes to the doctor.
Brilliant.
He's got problems with his work life, and naturally there's a bit of a time with that. But Jack Nicholson's really good in this, and I love Michelle Pfeiffer as well. She's very mysterious, and it's a really nice match. I mean, in theory, people, this is the Joker and Catwoman on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it. It's kind of cool. Look,
and
I really enjoyed
the
it.
Joker. The Joker.
That's what I'm saying. The Joker and Catwoman, man. Yeah. The only thing I'm not a fan of, and some people might disagree, I'm not a fan of the ending, even if it's just the last 5-10 minutes. I'm always a bit rocky on it, but I could debate that. That's a different conversation, but I had fun with it. I loved where it went. I loved the journey. I loved it slowly built up to a bit of a finale with Jack Nicholson and a few other things as well.
Yep.
And James Spader, young James Spader, being cocky and cruel and
he's great.
sneaky.
Yeah.
He's always great. So I can recommend that one. Wolf is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah,
this movie really focuses on Will, the main character, Jack Nicholson's character. So it's not just about a wolf. It's not just about a wolf. It's about his life, about drama, betrayal, how people will stab you in the back, and regardless what job you're in, someone will always freaking try and stab you in the back get a better position because they're dogs. But wolves. They're wolves.
Yep. I love the time when
dogs.
he's just I love the time when he's at the urinal and James Spader is being a bit of a turd to him, and Jack Nicholson just turns over and just starts splashing his shoes on the urinal, and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm marking my territory," and you can feel the metaphor for that. He's basically saying, "I'm going to claim you, or I'm not going to put up with your crap anymore." Or you can see it in so many ways. But that scene, it's just, I'm just marking my territory. What are you going to do about it? It's so good. Jack Nicholson's fantastic in that. So, Wolf, check it out. They don't actually call him a wolf at all. They call him like a demon or a dark demon or a dog demon. But in theory, the synopsis says wolf. So
he is a wolf.
So I'm taking wolf. Yeah, but there's a werewolf synopsis for it, so I'm like, taking it.
He's a werewolf.
Get me off the show if you want. It's all good. So,
no. I wanted someone else to pick it, to be honest, because I've spoken about it a lot, and I mean, all I'll say is that it's one of my favorite films of all time. It was one I grew up with, and I just thought, I want to hear someone else talk about it. So I'm so glad they picked it, to be honest.
And I was surprised to hear that it took Jack Nicholson like 12 years to get that underway. Like, he was very passionate about it, and you can see that in the film as well. It's a 12-year sort of dream or in the making, and he eventually got there. But anywho, is this my final one?
Last pick, man. Your last pick.
Yeah.
All right. So if you've been following the movie draft for a while, and you should, this is some fun, man. You know that in my box set, we like to have something a little random, a little fun. A little random film for someone that's just not serious and someone that just wants to eat popcorn and laugh. I have also only just watched this recently, and it fits in tremendously with my 4K UHD rigid box set. This is a murder mystery, and this is about a film. This is a film about a ranger who was fishing in the wrong kind of lake, and he got penalized, and he got forced to go to a new town. And on his very first day, he's in a community that's a bit crazy and a bit weird, and people start getting murdered, and suspects that it's actually a werewolf committing the crimes. This is Werewolves Within from 2021.
Oh yeah.
This is worth checking out.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
You have to have a bit of a hot fuzz kind of sense of humor to watch it. There are jokes that are repetitive. There's a lot of what? There's a lot of like, what the flip, like random gags. There's a certain character that always pops up and scares people kind of thing. There's even a scene where the main character speaks and then he moves out of the frame and the woman's standing right behind him hidden. You know, there's like little random gags like that. But I loved the murder mystery aspect to it. And on top of investigating, is there a werewolf killing people, the people themselves are jerks. So it kind of elevates the entire film, wondering who's going to get picked off, who's a jerk, who's not a jerk, is there a werewolf? If it is a werewolf, who's the werewolf? And all these elements are just increasingly fun. And this is the best part, right? The main theme of the film is the guy that hosted, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood? You know that children's show? What's his name? It just escapes me, unfortunately. But there's this common theme about being neighborly. You know that one that Tom Hanks did? Won't you be my neighbor? It's escapes
I know
me.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Basically, there's an aspect of being
Rogers.
That's it. Yeah. Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
His first, yeah. So there's a theme about Mr. Rogers. This is like an MA film, but there's a common theme about Mr. Rogers and friendship. And hey, we need to be friendly, not rude. And you know, the main character is always on about Mr. Rogers. You know, we don't hate each other. Let's love each other. Let's be friends. And everyone's like, get stuffed. What are you on about? And he's trying to convince people we should be like Mr. Rogers. And to me, that was funny as well, how that tied in. So there's like a children's aspect in this horror film and thriller and mystery. So I won't go on much more about it, but it is fun. So if you like movies like Hot Fuzz, stupid gags, quirky, and it's quite violent as well, the twist is predictable, but I had fun with this. I think we need a bit of fun with our werewolves, and I liked how this one really gave it a good crack, and I had some fun with it. And, you know, this is a film that even my wife was chuckling multiple times with as well. So we were both giggling and just thinking, oh, that's bloody stupid but fun. You know, so Werewolves Within, check it out.
Oh, nice, I'll put it on your list. All right.
One DVD out there in Australia. Idiot.
Yeah, come on, DVD collectors.
Yeah.
I'm going with the 2010 remake of The Wolfman. This is the one with Anthony Hopkins and Emily Blunt. This only gets on IMDb.
Whatever.
This only gets there's Blu-ray copy. This only gets like 5.5 or something on the out of 10. I give it an 8. I think it's so well done. Everything about this movie is so well done. Everything about the story is the same as the original, but they've just gone far and beyond. Like they've just gone making it look perfect. The gypsies look great. The castle looks great. Of course, there's a little bit of an extra twist with Anthony Hopkins and all that as well that I don't want to spoil for everyone. But it is just an amazing movie. The Wolfman looks great. I can't pronounce Wolfman's name. I never have been able to pronounce it. I never will be able to pronounce it. I can't pronounce can't pronounce his name. But Emily Blunt's great. Hopkins is great. The cinematography's fantastic, and
stunning.
The screenplay was just done. Everything about this, I thought it was great.
And it's violent as hell too, man.
Violent. They do it well.
Violent.
Yes,
very violent.
Yeah. It's what you want in a freaking a Wolfman film. You don't want a freaking PG-13 Wolfman film. You want it to go above and beyond. You know, you want to see arms thrown across the thing, and then someone grabbing the arm and throwing it to the next person.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that that's what I want. I'm saying that let's go Terrifier with the Wolfman films.
Oh, yes, please. That would be some crazy shit.
One thing to add with this as well. It is a really good film, and I 100% agree with you. It does deserve a better rating. If
Yeah.
you're not really convinced on this movie, I will say politely, watch the director's cut. The director's cut, if you can find a copy, unfortunately, this is not it. The director's cut has some very interesting scenes, even some with big celebrities you might be familiar with, and it gives more information too. Wait for it, to the story, and it's very good. Ooh, and it's it makes the film a lot better. I wish that they used the director's cut as a final cut. So that's my 2 cents worth. Or watch the deleted scenes or something, just so you get a bit more, finesse with it. But I agree with you, man. It deserves more.
100%. I love it. And it took me a lot of years before I first saw it. It came out 2010. I don't think I watched it until like 2017 or 18.
Wow.
And then when I finally seen it, I was just like, how have I not seen this?
Yeah.
Where have you been all my life?
No, great choice, mate. Great. It was my next. Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, good. Yeah. I think that film is criminally underrated. I think it's 100%. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Benicio, Anthony Hopkins, Emily Blunt. What more do you want?
That's his name, Benicio. I can't pronounce that shit.
Yeah,
Benicio del Toro, and like just the gore, the story. Joe Johnston's a director, fantastic director. Yep. I mean, let's go, sort of thing. But
and the gypsies aren't as ugly in this one. What's your last pick, man?
Go Adsey.
Before I go, Michael Sheen is the dude in Underworld I was talking about.
Yes.
It was doing my fucking head in. Rob knows this about me when I can't think of someone. All right.
Bring it.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a sequel here, and I'm gonna end it with the original. I got to go with the sequel to Ginger Snaps, and it's Ginger Snaps 2. Yeah. For me, I had just as much fun with Ginger Snaps 2 as I did with Ginger Snaps 1. Maybe a little bit less, but I mean, I think it's fantastic. And you got the same two characters, and it's just so much fun again, and like, and it's a completely different story, they add so much more stuff to it. It's not like a rehash of the same thing in the first one, and then you look at the third one, because I'm fifth, I can talk about the third one. With the third one, they go into a different one. Yeah, the third one, they go into a different time period, so I really do adore all these films, but I'm going to do bookends. I'm going to do first and second for last, because I think they're
clever.
I think they're fantastic.
I've only seen the first one, I'll be brutally honest, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I'd love to venture in the second and third film in due time. But I have read up on them, and I'm like, that sounds interesting, that sounds a bit wacky, but I'm all for it. And I love that they got the same characters back, the same actresses. Like, that is so rare in direct-to-DVD sequels. Usually it's like all these new characters, whole new plot, nothing to do with the first one. But this one looks like they really tried hard to keep it consistent, keep that same level of finesse, which is great. Like, I love that. It's so rare, man, in video store days. Like, insane.
Well, I know you've got it as well. You got to hoe into that Vision set, mate, because it is. Even the third one's fantastic, but the second one, it's not as good. But it's so I'd give the first Ginger Snaps.
Oh, you've got it.
I've got it over there. I can't reach
you haven't watched the second.
And everyone will see my boxes. But I've got the first one, and I've got the first one. I've got the set that Pete just showed, and I watched them all in one night, and because they're not very long either. And the first one's the best; it's a 10 out of 10. The second one's a 9 out of 10. The third's an 8 out of 10. So there you go.
Not very long. The whole runtime is 4 hours and 56 minutes.
Yeah, that's 3 movies, mate.
No, you said, they're not very long. I'm like, it's 5 hours, man. We talking about...
No.
You've got to spare 5 hours.
Hour and a half plus an hour and a half is 3 hours. Plus an hour and a half is 4.5 hours.
I'm with you, man. And it's a great release from Vision as well. Like, it's got a slipcover, it's got a new audio track on board. Like, that is a great release. So brilliant, man. Good pick.
Thanks, buddy.
JB Hi-Fi for sale, that trilogy pack. So I'll put up the list. By the way, everyone, this was filmed 2 days before the new Wolfman came out. So we don't know if it's good. We don't know if it's bad. We can't talk about it, and that's why it didn't get picked. But surely on this channel, if when this comes out, if you go back a few episodes, I'm going to see it at the cinemas, and I will be doing a review on it. So we'll have a look at that.
Yeah, boy.
So Pete got What We Do in the Shadows, Dog Soldiers, WolfCop, Wolf with Jack Nicholson, 1994, and the Werewolves Within. Good list, good box set. Pretty good box set.
Pete.
My box set, the middleman, American Werewolf in London, Teen Wolf, Wolfman, the original 40s, Silver Bullet, and Wolfman 2010. Not a bad werewolf box set there.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And
Tasty, mate. Tasty.
Adsey is trying to get sales on his box set by putting 2 of the one movie in there, so it tries to make you want to buy it. Ginger Snaps, The Howling, Underworld, Trick or Treat, and Ginger Snaps 2. Not a bad box set as well, so I'd buy all of them. So just vote in the community section of what box set you think should win and what one you would buy. What one would you buy if you could only buy one? And it doesn't always depend on if your one favorite movie is in there, because sometimes you might go, shit, there's fucking four other movies in there in this one that doesn't have my favorite that I wouldn't mind
That's
getting.
right.
Wouldn't mind seeing Ginger Snaps 1 and 2. Oh, number 3's not on there.
That's why it's on DVD. Also, some honourable mentions just really quickly as well. We didn't mention Howl. We didn't mention Monster Squad is another one as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
And what about this one on 4K? Brotherhood of the Wolf.
That's a jam. Monica Bellucci, mate. Vince
I haven't
Cassell.
seen that.
Yeah.
seen that.
This, get it?
beauty.
It's on 4K. I won't say too much about it because we're done and dusted. But that was coming pretty close to my list tonight, boys. So
Yeah, definitely,
so
definitely up there. Yeah, it's beauty.
There was one
So
honourable
good.
mention before we go. I watched it for the first time, and I had it there as a backup, just in case. Movie was called Cursed. They had the Dawson's Creek. It had the Dawson's Creek Mighty Ducks guy in it, and
Social
I can't remember her
Network, Jesse
name.
Eisenberg.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah. Fuck me. What the fuck?
I've never
did I
seen
just
it.
watch?
I've never seen it, but if you look it up on IMDb, you will learn. I think, from memory, Christina Ricci had to film the whole film again, like twice. And then there's a lot of edits and a lot of cuts and a lot of issues, a lot of dramas.
Really?
I actually met her in person. I would have loved to have talked to her about it. But, yeah, it had a lot of dramas, man. And I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But, man,
So I'm not going to give anything away, but it was so predictable who the freaking wolf is from the start.
Oh, yeah.
From the start. I'm not going to tell you. I'm
going to tell you because you're a fucking idiot if you can't pick it up.
Oh,
well, you're not a
mate.
fucking idiot, but you're
If
a
you
little
don't
bit.
guess it in
I
the
know what you
first
meant.
20 minutes, if you
JJ
don't-
is all I'll say.
oh,
if you don't fucking guess
Mighty
it,
Ducks. The Mighty Ducks kid, I swear to God.
it's just so blatantly obvious from the start. You're just like, come
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
Fucking
I've
hell.
heard,
But I was,
I've heard nothing good about it. Nothing. And I like the actress, and I feel bad that she
yeah.
went through that. Like, that just would have totally put her off from doing more films like that. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Wasn't-
like there was an unrated cut though that didn't really seem.
Apparently there was, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw the unrated cut, and it wasn't bad. It was still the same
It's pretty
dickhead
cheesy.
story. No, it was
Didn't
still the
you all-
same fucking stupid fucking story, but it had more gore, which was nice. But yeah, Pete's right. They completely filmed a different movie, and then they took it to the producer, and the producers were like, "Yeah, this is shit. You got to film the whole thing again to Wes." And Wes was like, "All right."
And you
So-
think about being an actor or an actress in Hollywood, like, there would be a contract that says you have to stink and do it. So no matter
Yeah.
how long that first one
Yeah,
took,
yeah, yeah.
imagine having to do that bloody thing all over again.
Fucking, and Mighty
my
Ducks
heart out
is
to
there
the
going,
actors, man.
come on, I want to fucking
Yeah.
film Mighty Ducks 4, and
Yeah.
you're fucking, all I want to do, quack.
Yeah,
Anyway, there was one
That's
other
why-
one. I didn't watch it, but I noticed your Ginger Snaps girl was in it. She did another werewolf movie, Adsey.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
did
know. Catherine Isabel. Yeah.
Yeah, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that. Yeah. And
I've seen it.
If you love
Amanda
Twilight, go
Seyfried.
for it. Yeah, if you love Twilight, go for it.
Yeah,
That's all
No,
I've got to say.
No, thank you. Let's end it here. Otherwise, people will be like, what the fuck? Make sure you vote in the community section. The loser, whoever comes last, does a review of a Helen Hunt movie. Yes, yes, yes. Start it up. And it will not be me. I'm telling you now. Do not fucking let me have to do
We'll
that.
see.
crap.
Look, we don't pity any sympathy votes, but let's just go on the record. Rob's winning at the moment, so please vote for someone else for crying out loud. He's handsome. He doesn't need your love, people. You know, Adsey and I, at least, please, we need some sympathy.
Yeah, please.
That's all I'm saying, right?
Well, if you guys sold such good, unique 4K box sets like mine instead of well, you've been selling friggin' VHS tapes, and you've been selling just normal DVDs that have got scratches on them that are ex rentals from the DVD shop.
True.
But
we're here for the fun. We're here for the love. We're here for the bromance of movies.
Here I am. I'm bringing out banger after banger. Like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. Make sure you say hi to your mum for us. See you next time. See you.